What's cracking, peeps? Your boy T Money up in the Heezy. Happy Friday evening. Here to bring you guys a quick little collection update. I got like 7 titles in the mail. But before I get into the update, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribed to my channel. It's probably been like 3.5 years now. Time fucking flies. I can't believe it's been that long. But I recently reached 600 subscribers, so I'm pretty stoked about that. It took me a long time to get there, but I'm thankful to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and showed their support, and all the friends that I've made and all the comments that everybody leaves and everything. And I just want to apologize kind of for not always I feel like there's a lot of people who regularly post on my wall or on my wall, I'm thinking Facebook, in the comment section and whatnot, and I just never um, take the time to thank you guys for that. And sometimes I don't always respond or write to you, and it's nothing, it just doesn't have anything to do with me not caring, because I absolutely do. It's more just that I'm really busy and I don't always have time to watch everybody's videos, but I usually try to catch up on, all of my friends, and you guys know who you are. So anyways, thank you to everybody. I'm at 600 now, so I'm stoked. I'll probably do a subscriber contest when I get to 650. Um, just cause I don't know. I do them as regularly as I can, but yeah, around 650, 700, I'll do another nice giveaway. So stay tuned for that, of course. So thank you. And what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, shout out to everybody who's bought shit off my either stuff that I posted videos on and the Facebook groups. Not everybody in the Facebook groups, I think, watches my videos, but everybody and anybody who's ever purchased anything from me, I really appreciate that, your support, because ultimately the money that I get doesn't go into anything other than me buying more movies, and that's honestly, I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. I'm just like such a collector slash movie addict that I have to do that. So literally, like, the money that I get from when I sell movies, 90% of the time goes into buying more movies. And then I'm able to do more videos and stuff. But I've been kind of thinking a lot lately too. I'm just going to talk here for a little bit just about the channel and 600. And I recently watched somebody's video, and I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about how they wanted to kind of switch up their content, maybe because of the way that people may perceive them, like always doing. This particular person was talking about how most of their videos have traditionally been focused on going movie hunting, and they wanted to have more of a mass appeal, and they didn't want to just have the same recycled content over and over again, like, up here we are at Target, here we are. And I kind of thought about that, because even though I don't do too many out and about videos and shopping videos and Walmart Tuesday videos and shit like that, I do a lot of the same videos almost always. I'm just sharing with what I get, or my pickups and unboxings and stuff like that. So I think going forward, just to switch it up, and just to keep it interesting and inspire, I guess, more keep myself inspired, I'd like to do something different. I don't know. And there was a comment that somebody made that he mentioned, saying that, like, a good YouTuber, what was it? People don't want to watch, like, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but they want to like you as a person, and they want to look forward to you and what you do in your life, more so than just like, oh, here's this dude again showing you what's, it's more important. It was really well put, and I'm butchering it, but not so much like, and to have more of a mass appeal, you want to appeal as a person to people, rather than like um somebody who just goes out and does the same shit over and over again. Like, people want to look forward to you, and so it's hard to describe, I guess. I really wish I could do a better job of it, but I guess what I'm saying is that if you guys have any suggestions, anything you would like to I don't just more interaction. Like, I want to, like, I don't know. I just don't want people to come to my channel all the time just for like, oh, well, what's this dude got today? What's this dude getting today? Like, I want it to be more focused on like me and the things that I do, and just, just more focused on life in general, because I don't want my channel just to be about one thing, even though it kind of has like developed into that. And I think that might be part of the reason why so many people don't like my channel, is because I'm always bringing the same thing. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything that, you'd like to see more of, or if you have any ideas, I'm all ears always. I like doing those like those drives where I would just chat and talk about life and stuff like that, because I just feel like, you know, I watch other people not only for, I mean, I guess there are certain YouTubers that I look to solely for finding out new titles, but it's not really about that. That's not really true, because I like to watch people that I like, that I'm genuinely interested in their life and what they do. And on top of that, I love to hear their opinions about movies and any knowledge they may have. But you got to appeal on like a mass level, I think, to have a more generic audience. And I certainly don't, which is fine. But I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of trying to figure out how I can appeal to more people, because it is such a niche, subgenre of YouTubers, movie collectors. Um, but at the same time, you know, still, it'll always be horror for me. Like, but I don't know. It's just something I've been thinking a lot about lately. How I can switch it up, keep it interesting, keep people wanting to watch and wanting to genuinely, you know, you know, be interested in me other than just the movie collecting side of things. Because obviously we all do a lot. We all live, we all work jobs. Some of us have kids, some of us don't, some of us have wives, whatever it is, some hobbies, anything. It's just, there's got to be more than just, and that's why I personally have kind of been branching out a little bit, and I've been watching different types of videos. A lot of the stuff I've been watching lately, I actually don't really like, and I'm kind of like, why are you watching this shit, dude? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't even want to give you any examples, but like, I've been watching a lot of like crime YouTube channels where people talk about like real life crime cases and stuff, and I'm just like, why am I watching this garbage? Or like, I'll listen to like, um, I'll listen to like mumble rappers, but hating it all the while, but kind of like, oh, this is kind of, I don't know, like hating to admit it. I don't know. I'm just branching out a little bit and trying to listen to different things. Of course, I don't listen to mumble rap. I like hip hop, but just trying to broaden my horizons a little bit. So if you guys have any, Jesus, I've been mumbling for 8 minutes. Let's get into the update now. Thank you to everybody for helping me reach 600. Thank you to everybody who's purchased stuff off me. I just sold a lot of 150 movies, or not 150 movies, 100 plus movies, probably like 106 movies, something like that. So that's all going. I've been doing some spring cleaning, and trying to just clean up and shit. And oh, there's a cat in the corner. Hi, Pipsina. Hi, Papike. What you do back there, my love? You licky your tops. I see that. You must have just had some cat food, love, Bob. But anyways, so yeah, let's get into the update now. All right, so stuff I got today is a wide variety of things. I've got some Kino Lorber, I've got some MPI, I've got some Indicator, I've got a new movie that came out, indie horror, another Doppelganger release, some Mill Creek, and a new company called Darkside releasing. They just released a few films. I got one of them. I have another one coming. But let's get into it. So first up, we'll just do the Diabolic DVD package. I grabbed The Snake Pit, starring Olivia de Havilland, or Havilland. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, this movie was actually recently released from Twilight Time as well. I've never seen it before, but I think it's from the 60s. 68 maybe. Where's the year? 48. Wow, so I'm way off. So it's from the late 40s, and it's basically, I think, just the study of this woman who, I don't know if she has a breakup in a marriage or something, but she's admitted to a mental institution, and it's kind of like her portrayal of a woman who is psychotic, maybe. I don't know. I'm really not sure. But this company's interesting. And they always put out some really, really good stuff. So I figured I'd go with the Indicator release just because they're cheaper, believe it or not. And I think they're nicer releases, honestly, than Twilight Time. You get the booklet and a bunch of limited edition features as well. So, yeah, I'm stoked for this one, Snake Pit. When I'm in a more serious kind of mood, I guess. We'll check that one out. Then I grabbed Hagazusa. Spooky and Spellbinding. I've heard a lot about this movie. I think this is the second release from Doppelganger releasing. I could be wrong. I know that they did release, that movie, Summer something, starring Linda Blair. I guess it doesn't matter, but they haven't released too many movies. If you guys know of any other Doppelganger releases, let me know. Summer of Fear is the other title that I know of, starring Linda Blair, which is a great movie as well. But I haven't watched this one yet. I hear it's a lot like The Witch, folklore terror. I think it takes place, or folklore horror. I think it takes place in the 1600s and in the Alps or something like that, which is cool. The remote Austrian Alps. So I'm sure it's wonderfully shot, very stylish, beautiful cinematography, and all that goodness. So Hagazusa, stoked on that one. Then we have Hard Ticket to Hawaii. I'm stoked to check this movie out. I want to grab the other one too that came out around the same time as this, but I haven't yet. Malibu Express. But Hard Ticket to Hawaii, this sounded awesome. It's got some Playboy centerfolds, and it's just some hot chicks and a dude in Hawaii blowing shit up, and all kinds of craziness. They're getting pursued, I think, by the government or something for releasing a snake and finding diamonds or something like that. But it just sounds like a good old time action exploitation thriller, I guess. But sounds awesome. Hot babes, hot love scenes, good explosions, sequences, and all that goodness. So stoked on that. This next one, Master of Dark Shadows. I didn't realize that this was actually a documentary on the Dark Shadows TV series from the 60s. I actually need to pick that up. Does anybody know if Dark Shadows is available on Blu-ray for pickup? I would like to grab that before I watch this, because I don't know as if I've seen any of the Dark Shadows TV show, and this is basically just a thorough documentary on this TV series and the success of the series and everything that it spawned, I guess. So, yeah, I really dig the cover artwork on that. It's really cool. And so let me know if that Dark Shadows television series is out. All right, next up we have a new company by the name of Darkside Releasing, and they've released 4 or 5 titles, I think, so far. I have another one called Glass coming, which is kind of a Neo Giallo film, I think. But this is zombies, and the cool thing about these releases is that each release is kind of a different subgenre of film, not even horror. Some of it's horror, I think some of it's maybe suspense or something, but this one's zombies, and so the other one says like Giallo in the corner, and then whatever, so on and so forth. But they're releasing a wide array of subgenre films, and that's cool. This one's called Yesterday, and it's directed by Rob Grant, director of Fake Blood, shot on glorious 16mm film, and it basically is a zombie movie following the life, I think, of like 6 zombie survivors in an apocalypse, and basically they come together, set up camp, and it's very Walking Dead-esque in the sense that I think it becomes more about like the threat becomes more about humans than so much, and not so much zombies. But it also talked about how it's very much like J.R. Bookwalter's what's the Dead Next Door, as well as Leif Jonker's Darkness, which are 2 awesome indie movies, I think, from the 90s and the 80s. The Darkness is from the 90s, early 90s, and Jonker's Darkness, which is an awesome movie, needs a Blu-ray. And then Bookwalter's The Dead Next Door. So it takes elements, I think, from those films and incorporates them into its own little zombie film, and shot on 16mm. So it'll be interesting to check this one out for sure. yesterday, and it's actually shot on 16 millimeter in 2009, and I think it's just now getting its Blu-ray debut from Dark Side Releasing, and yeah, I'm kind of excited to check it out. So I love zombie movies. Really nice packaging too. You get the slipcover. It's labeled. See, this is number 1. And then if I can get this, it's tight in here, but get it out and show you. So there's the cover. You get a poster or a booklet, I think. You get the film. So it's pretty high quality indie release, I think. And the spine really reminds me of the MVD Rewind spines. They look very similar. So, or is it MVD? Yeah, is it MVD? No. I'm thinking of the Vestron video. Sorry, Vestron series. So anyway, stoked for that. Really excited for this movie as well, the Fear footage. I actually have this in my player. I'm going to watch it pretty much right after I'm done shooting this video. The Fear footage. Very, very excited for this movie. Just a random Instagram ad. Actually, I think the director or the producers of this film were liking some of my Facebook posts. And then I found out, just by looking into them, what they were all about. The Fear footage. What is this? Some sort of indie horror movie. And yeah, so... and I've heard from the reviews that it's awesome. So I'm really stoked. A friend of mine, Gore Forever, shout out to Gore Forever, picked this up as well. I don't think he's watched it yet either. I actually asked him that yesterday. And he hadn't. But one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen, says someone. But on April 16, 2016, Deputy Leo Cole vanished. The next morning, his body camera was found. Hence the Fear footage. So I'm really excited. Yeah. I always forget this kind of film, what it's called, but I'm stoked. And again, I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm going to watch this tonight. Fear footage. Some of the quotes. I watched this by myself at midnight. I was scared to walk down the hallway. Will cause some sleepless nights. Scariest film of 2018. The same malevolent atmosphere as the Blair Witch Project, which is awesome. Expect to be scared. 100% terrifying, full-blown horror at its finest. It's like spending an intimate 71 minutes in a first-rate haunted house, which is awesome. So I'm really, really excited for that. That's the Fear footage. And last but certainly not least, we have the long-awaited, highly anticipated Blu-ray debut of Link. I am so excited to check this movie out. This was another one that just kind of completely crept up on me. I had no idea that this was going to be being released by Kino, nor did I have any idea how quickly it was going to be coming out. But Link, I'm super stoked for this. Basically a orangutan gone mad, and he basically just stalks this and terrorizes this poor woman, who is, I think, she is... an assistant to an eccentric zoology professor played by Terrence Stamp. And yeah, so at a remote home he shares with 2 brilliant chimpanzees, an elderly orangutan butler named Link. But when one of his chimps is found dead, the professor mysteriously disappears. Link becomes dangerously aggressive towards Jane. Now the time for monkey business is over and the true terror is about to begin. So, monkey stalks hot assistant in Link. Stoked. Really stoked. I've never seen that movie, and that one was definitely one I think that's been long out of print on DVD and just like needed a Blu-ray. So there we go. All right, and last but not least, I wanted to show you guys this amazing thing here. I had to grab it. I had to. Yeah, and actually I'll show you guys 2 other things I got too, since we're here. Now I'm thinking I'm forgetting something else, but I had to grab this. The original Zelda from Pet Sematary pin. It's so awesome. One of the only characters in the history of horror film that's ever really, really scared me is the original Zelda, not the one in the remake, unfortunately. I wanted to be scared by her, but the original Zelda. So let me grab you the 2 t-shirts that I recently picked up, and then we'll wrap this video up. I grabbed, and I apologize if I've already showed you guys these, but I don't think I have. I grabbed a Pet Sematary t-shirt. Just the original classic Pet Sematary logo. And So that's rad. And then I grabbed, I thought this was super cool too. Beyond the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon tee. And these are both Fright Rags t-shirts as well. So these are super cool. And I think that's pretty much it for the stuff that I've gotten in lately. I have a few more things coming in the upcoming days, as always, so stay tuned for those videos. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for helping me to get 600 subscribers. I really appreciate every single fucking one of you. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.